Hey, this is Excel made to bring you Modern Bookkeeper 6. Why Modern Bookkeeper, not Excel for accounting? Well, I'm trying to make the scope of this a little bit bigger and incorporate a little bit of QuickBooks, and so I'm adding a new title to reflect that. For this episode, I want to expand on what I was talking about last time, and that's the if statements. I'm going to put a little twist on it. So here's a basic if statement. This is the one we set up last time. And as you remember, it's a basic logical formula that contains three arguments. The first one is the logical test, and that one is if B4, cell B4, is greater than 6,000. Next part is what to do if that condition is true, and the third part is what to do if it's false. We went over that in the last episode. So now we're going to put a little bit of expansion on it, or a little twist to it. We're going to change up the logical test, and instead of evaluating whether or not this integer is higher than another, we're going to use a text-based one. So this week, the salespeople get a special bonus if they push more riot gear. For whatever reason, the company is having a promo on riot gear, and if the salespeople sell some riot gear, we're going to give them an extra $150. So this information is contained in the D column, the product on the individual sale. And we're going to have the formula review the text, and if it is riot gear, we're going to give them that $150 bonus. So here we go. So we're going to start by clicking the cell. We're going to hit equals to, and since we want to use text, we're not using an integer, we use quotation marks. So we're going to type in riot gear, and parentheses. So take a look at the formula. The first part is the logical test. It's if D4 equals riot gear, the words riot gear. Second part is true, what to do if it's true. And we said we're going to give a $150 bonus if they sell riot gear, and a $0 bonus for not selling the riot gear. So we set that up, we hit enter, we're going to spread the formula down. So we see that H. Smith sold some riot gear, that person gets a bonus. A. Sullivan sold some riot gear, gets a bonus. G. Reynolds sold some riot gear, gets a bonus. You see how that works. So I'm going to do another example to make sure you know how it works. So, and this time I'm going to have it evaluate the region to say if it's east or not. And I'm going to start out by writing the if statement equals if, open parentheses, we're going to do our logical test, and that's whether or not C4 is equal to quotation marks east, end quotation marks, the comma to separate the arguments, next what to do if it's true, and we're going to have it output the word yes to say it is east, or no to say it is not east. Then we're going to close the parentheses, hit enter, and spread the formula. So you see this was an east transaction, and that's a yes. This one was a west, so that's a no. Another east, a yes, and you see how simple that is. So to continue, say hypothetically I don't want the word no, I just want it to say nothing at all. So I'm going to go back into the formula, let's erase the word no, and now you see it's just empty quotation marks. I'm going to hit enter and spread the formula down, so all the no's just became blanks. And we could use both text and integers in the same statement. So for example, say a salesperson sells more than $10,000 in a single sale, we want it to say the word high roller. So we're going to do the formula equals if this number, B4, is greater than 10,000, we want it to say the word high roller. And if the number does not exceed 10,000, then we want it to say nothing at all. So in this statement, the logical test is an integer-based math one, and the output would be a text and more text. So I'm going to hit enter and spread the formula down, and we see we got two high rollers, L Fico and S Hershkowitz. So in all these examples, we are only testing a single condition. It's possible to actually test many conditions, as many as you want. And that's what I'm going to talk about next time. It's nested logic. Basically, we're going to test if one condition fails, we're going to test another condition. The last thing I want to do before I go is give a shout out to a new subscriber. His name is Sheep. I think it's pronounced a sheep, but there it is. I want to thank him for joining the channel. We don't have too many people on right now, so thank you very much for your interest, and I'll see y'all next time.